I'm going to start off with some messages. I was getting messages earlier. So, welcome to my channel. I'm Nicholas. I'm a psychic medium and a tarot reader, obviously. You're here for that. We're going to see what comes in. I'm just going to call in Archangel Michael for the moment. I'd like to open up a channel with you. April's here too. And I heard Sandalphon. I'm getting a download right now, and it's like someone's not being completely clear and truthful with themselves. And it has to do with illusions and options. For the most part, you're seeing life in such a way that is, it's not bad, right? Like you might have had certain obstacles in the recent past, and especially during retrograde, but for the most part, you're pretty happy. Like, things aren't as bad. Even if you've had bad things happen to you, it's like you snap back like that. But what I'm hearing is some of the people around you and some of the options. I'm hearing people have options. So you might be looking for a job, or maybe you're single. Could have Libra heavily aspected in your chart, or Sagittarius. Also Taurus. You could be wearing black right now. Someone's freezing their butt off. Someone's eating like some type of noodle. Or recently you did that. But when I was going back to what you were talking about, what I was talking about, the options you have, Spirit's telling you to really analyze the certain people and situations in your life. They want to upgrade you, and I think that because you have these certain options, it's like you feel obligated to attach yourself to them, but that's not really the case. They want you to keep those options, whatever they are, kind of at bay for a while, because they want to show you some things about these people, places, or things that might be kind of like not for your highest good. I'm hearing that these people really can't emotionally regulate themselves too well. And they tend to, one specific person tends to project. So you might recognize this person as complaining a lot about past situations or exes or something like that. And you might just lend a helping ear, right? Like just listen to them as like, oh, you know, you're my friend, or whatever, I'm listening to you. But an emotionally regulated person and a healed person is not going to bring those things up. They're going to want to know more about you. They're going to be more invested in you, and you're going to be more invested in them. It's going to be reciprocated. It's not going to be like they're bringing you some baggage, right? I just heard you could do better. If these people are family, it's like, oh yeah, like I just heard this. I remember this. They showed me Mike Tyson in my head. And that applies because I saw this quote by Mike Tyson. And it said, he said, what did he say? Not everybody that you fight is your enemy. And not everybody that helps you is your friend. So there needs to be some honesty here with yourself. Start looking into yourself as why I'm attracting some individuals like this, because I feel as though some of you might be kind of in a cycle that you're thinking you're out of, but it's manifesting in a different way. So there needs to be a pause before you make any decisions that come forward. Somebody has some type of problem with some type of appliance in their house, maybe has a frayed wire or cable. Just be careful of your appliances. It could cause a fire. It could be a fire sign. Someone's really worried about some type of income situation, and there needs to be an honest, truthful talk with yourself and your guides about maybe I could do a little bit more, because I think somebody's not running on their full potential, and I totally resonate with that too, because I've been kind of slacking also. But let's get into the cards and see what they have to say. Hope you're well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. If you need a personal reading, information is in the description box. No, they said they want that one out. I also put I got another telephone for my business, so I also, if you look in the description box, you can text me and we can set up a meeting, or a time to schedule your reading, that meeting. This card really goes with what we were just talking about. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. This applies to what I said by having a lot of options and really trying to detach from making any choices like right now, because as you're moving away and you think that you're like getting out of this cycle, there's some energy that's trying to pull you back into it. But this energy is universal through other people, so this is not somebody that you know from the past. It could be, but I see this as like something like a forbidden fruit type of deal, where you have to be really careful while you're trying to navigate through these energies and detach from these energies, because they don't want you to go. They want you to stay in this low vibrational space. When we talk about vibration, think about a sine wave. If you don't know what a sine wave is, it's a line like this. It's a frequency vibration. And I see you going like this, and you're navigating the ups and downs. And in the middle, there's a line, and then on the two, there's a peak and a low and a high, right? And in the middle, there's a baseline. Now, in sine waves, you can make them high or low. So it's like, if you have a high pitch, you can have a low pitch, right? And that sine wave will expand and contract, so you'll have more patterns in there, as opposed to like this. Right now, you're like this, they're showing me. And it's like, so you're hitting lows, you're hitting highs, you're hitting lows, you're hitting highs. And at some point, you're hitting this low, and you're just kind of staying there because it's comfortable. They want you to elevate your perspective on some of the things that you could be doing that are kind of like out of range. Maybe you're just not picking up, or maybe you don't feel as though you can get to that point, but this might be something that might take some time. Once you get to that baseline where you're at a really high vibration and you stay grounded, you're going to see the really good highs and the really good lows, but you're not going to get involved with it. You're just going to be at that baseline. You're going to be balanced. This is how you're going to change that frequency. Alright, let's get another card. Harmonica. Yeah, you're conflicted about it. Two of Swords. Or you will be in the future. They said this is like a future energy. So there are some events that are going to be happening in the future that are going to allow you to see these highs and lows. And it's going to give you a determination. And it's going to give you like a dead set focus on how to get to this 10 of Pentacles. Some of you aren't where you want to be. Everybody wants to make more money. Everybody wants to be better off. Some people want to buy a house and they're just not ready yet. Some are just stressing on money and just need a little bit of extra income. So like getting into a relationship or anything like that, like, wouldn't be beneficial towards you at the time. So like if you want to have, like, say you want to have kids or like get married or something like that and get this 10 of Pentacles, you really need to basically save up and be more in a grounded sense, like be more grounded with yourself and not trying to reach or get to something that you think is going to bring you to a new energy. It's like, no, it's the same energy, you just be wary of that. Now, the cool thing is, you could have a dog, a brown dog, you could have brown eyes. There's going to be conflict like this. And you're responding to conflict in such a way that's like your old you. Now, you have been pretty good at like cutting people, places, and things out, but the energy of those individuals are still embodied within. So some meditation and detachment and cord cutting could help with that. You are getting divine guidance through this transition. But I also see you not listening to other individuals. Like you're not, like I see this, the Five of Wands is like somebody trying to put up a tent. I don't know if you can see it. Somebody's trying to put up a tent, like all these people are trying to put up a tent. But like there's one person only needs to put up a tent. So in retrospect to that, it's like you're not really listening to the people that are like trying to fight over doing one thing, or like they're in this own little area and you're just like oh god, like I just don't want to incorporate myself with people that are, it's too much commotion, if you know what I mean. You're staying away from people that are basically attached to drama. And now you gotta understand, people that do that, they're in the cycle for a long period of time. It's like maybe they grew up like that and that's all they're used to. So maybe you're understanding that like maybe the people, maybe you went through that, but you healed yourself and you're realizing that that part of your shadow you're trying to regulate and the people around you aren't. That's why there's projection and things, but it's like it's a very sticky situation because you do care about some of these people. And if they're new people, it's like you see them as kind of like tasty or maybe they check all the boxes in your list, you know? But I feel as though somebody is trying to express an individual too, to the point where they're trying to get out of the cycle and you're trying to get out of the cycle, but it's like you're up here and they're trying to grab onto you to like piggyback off you and get to a higher level. No. You're gonna see that somebody's gonna slip up words or say something and you're just like, what? Like, this person is totally not genuine. You're gonna see this. This person can dress really well. Yeah, they want you to focus on yourself and like I think that you look at relationships maybe or just in even jobs or something like you want to jump up to a next level, but there could be some investment in maybe school or something like that or some classes you need to take. But there's this level up going on, and this I feel as though there's somebody that's like imitating this King of Pentacles. They're imitating like being a King of Pentacles, when really they're like a Page of Pentacles. You know, they're still trying to like get their shit together. And I know that for some of you, you've been like, oh well, I've avoided those type of people. Well, no, these are just different people. This person could have like salt and pepper hair. They could, someone drinks a lot of wine. I see the grapes right here. There's a lot of grapes. And for some of you too, you're just lonely. Like maybe you are fine. Like you have your own apartment and you have a dog and you sit at home and drink wine by yourself, and that's okay. You know, but maybe you need to put the wine down and just start like hitting the books and really pushing yourself forward, because there's a lot more on the other side that you're not seeing. Some of you are paranoid of repeating past lessons, and you're being really hard on yourself, and you're going to be realizing that you don't have to be. Everybody's the same. Like, we're all just people trying to get through this thing called life, and if we're not enjoying it, like, what's the point? And even with the good and the bad, like, if you've had a bad situation in your past, you gotta look at that as a blessing. You can't just look at that as something like, oh, well, it's me and pity party. Like, you know, you gotta get back up and just keep moving on. And not by attaching yourself to other energies that are trying to do the same. Because if you're trying to do that, it's going to backfire on you. But I do see you moving forward. The Chariot. Ace of Pentacles. There's some endeavor that they want you to look into. It's another source of income. You could have a day job already. but there's an emphasis. They still me like wrenching down. Like, as you move forward towards this, you're going to accumulate a lot of abundance. And that just may be mental stability, emotional stability, just within yourself. That's allowing you to get to the place where you have more than enough to give. They want you to balance this out also as you move forward, because I feel as though you're a very ambitious person that wants to move forward and get things quicker than you... Like, you find ways to accumulate wealth or abundance quickly, but they want you to be a little bit slower. They want you to take your time and see exactly what you're doing. The person this was just upside down, Judgment. You need to put a little judgment on yourself. I mean, I don't judge other people, but I do judge myself a lot. At the same time, it's like having that honest conversation with yourself is going to really be beneficial towards you, because if you want that Queen of Pentacles to be with you as the King of Pentacles, the choices that you have right now, even if they look really good, it's not going to make you happy. Straight up. They could just, you might be dating somebody that has a lot of money, you know, they could be rich or something like that, and it's like, but they have the emotional intelligence of a 4-year-old. There's somebody from your past that's watching you. The Seven of Swords keeps coming out. They're kind of like narcissistic. Emperor in reverse. They see your wishes coming true and I get kind of jealous of you. But it's like, you don't even care, because you're just like, I just want growth and opportunity and new. I want something new, right? With this Ace of Wands. Sexual matters might be on the forte. Maybe you're like, kind of like missing some sexual adventure if you're single. But that's not going to be a reason to get in a relationship. It'll just backfire. It'll just waste your time. In this Ace of Wands, there's a castle like in the background. I don't know if you can see it from there. Try where my finger is. Can you see it? No, it's super blurry. Anyways. It's like to get to that castle, to get to that house, to get to that real thing that you want to manifest, it's understanding that it's going to take more time, and there's going to be people that, like, they want to get you to the point where you could buy a house by yourself, and then you can match that kind of energy. Wheel of Fortune is turning. And you have to have the strength to basically shut down some of these options. Like, they don't want you to stay in the cycle of settling. They want you to work on yourself, be the best version of yourself, and have the strength to turn down opportunities that might look good from the outside, but deep down inside you kind of know that, like, this is not really what's best for me. I think that, yeah, like, you're star energy. You're going somewhere. And people see this. Some people from your past are kind of heartbroken about that. But you're like, you don't care. You don't care if people are watching you. Some of these people are under judgment too for hurting you if somebody did you dirty in the past. So definitely don't fall victim to someone's manipulation. Now, I think for somebody that felt like it's still been defeated in some sense, looking at the truth about the situation is that you weren't defeated. Spirit put that situation in your life because they wanted you to become something better than where you were. So that whatever that was that you got defeated by had to happen. Okay, if you like what I'm doing here, hit the old like and subscribe. Like I said, you need to get a personal reading. Information in the descripto. Hope you have a good day.